VCR Party Life. VCR Party Life. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR Party Life. VCR Party Life. Melinda's.
Well, hello,
Hello, Melinda's! Welcome to
Welcome.
VCR Party.
This is the show where we watch.
We watch VHS tapes.
Yeah, we've got 11,000 of them. We're trying to get through
Yeah,
them
we-
all.
Try to watch all of them.
Yeah. I'm trying to take over the first thing because you complained about having to do it all the time. So I was trying to really pick up the mantle.
I wasn't really
there.
complaining. I wanted to share it with you.
To
And you guys
I
just
see.
did share it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I was
done. I
saying.
think we thoroughly explained the premise of the show, and I think it's time to start off with the Found Footage Festival Classic.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
This week's Found Footage Festival Classic is from, I believe, I want to say Volume 4. It's this guy, David Wilhite. We got a bunch of his. He's a gambling instructor, and he has all these incredible videos. Like, look at these covers. They're so good. This one's on winning the lottery. Like, how can you teach somebody to win the lottery? I watched this video, and it didn't make sense. I still didn't get it. Then there's this one on poker, and he got dressed up for this one. If I ever have to get prescription glasses, those are the ones I'm getting, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
But anyway, we put together a montage of some of his best gambling videos, and it actually comes as a request from Bill Turner. He just turned 40, and he said, "Can I see some Wilhite?" Absolutely, that it had done. Here, kicking things off tonight, little David Wilhite.
Hi, my name's Dave Wilhite. I've been teaching people how to beat the casinos for the
One
past
of the best
15 years
openings.
just by playing smart.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to play poker with the big boys? If you have, make sure you don't get burned.
So why not indulge? Dare to take the plunge.
It doesn't take magic to win the lottery. Just a nice slow pace and a little research.
Playing slots isn't magic. It's just playing correct.
Wait, Doug, you missed it. You were looking down.
I know, I dropped some.
And you've only seen this montage about 500 times.
Yeah.
But I just, it's been a while. But
Yeah, it has
watch the shadow, his shadow that appears on the door behind him.
Okay.
And a little research.
Playing slots isn't magic. It's just playing correct.
Seamless.
Remember, when people play the lottery, they like to play popular numbers or unpopular numbers.
Now we're going
So numbers, basically. They like
numbers,
to
yep.
play numbers.
to show you a variety of ways to play bingo. We have game 69. We have the turtle. Is the dog bone? Order in the court. Let's play golf. We have the camel. We have the hot dog. We have Mutt and Jeff. We have the cannon. Boom.
I was in a novelty store the other day, and I found this one. You just shake, and it comes up with the 6 numbers.
Well, I was out walking in the summer heat. Thought I'd stop by 7-Eleven and grab a big gulp. Thought of a couple more things I want to tell you about the
Kind
slots.
of says the picture.
Where is it? I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. I misplaced my lottery ticket. I bought it last week, and I don't know where it is. How many times have you heard that happen?
Just what are your chances of winning? Zip, zilch, none, nada.
When they manufacture these balls, each one is supposed to be absolutely perfect. Now we know that nothing in this life is perfect, except maybe my wife, Frances. Feeling a little frustrated?
Francis.
Let me show you how to relieve that tension.
Take that, lottery tickets.
I lost.
Remember my number shaker from the novelty store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, those numbers didn't work either.
If you've enjoyed this video, please look for my others at a store near you. And remember, drive careful. The life you save may be mine.
What?
Is that?
And by the way, good luck.
The end.
It's a great end. We should end
Great
every show with
ending.
this.
Oh yeah. Add it to the thing. This show is now 90% ending. It's just we could do a 10-minute show and the rest would just be a long roll at the end.
I had an ex's dad who bought lottery tickets thinking that he could win it using math. And he was a smart guy. He was a really smart guy. He was like a professor of computers, but he claimed that he could. George, do you know anything about this? About like playing the lotto for like strategy?
No, because if it's a fair game, then that's impossible. The thing is that a lot of them, not a lot of them, at least some of them are rigged. So maybe he knew somebody on the inside.
He didn't. He
Okay.
knew no. Yeah. He
Yeah,
had
I
no-
like gamblers who have a system. Now I got a system.
popular numbers or unpopular numbers.
Right. I always go with Mutt and Jeff. By the way, that's the my lotto strategy. What's
You
yours?
love that comic
Let's
strip.
just go around.
so
Everybody say what.
Order in the court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hole in
Cannon.
one.
The
What was it?
cannon. Yeah.
Cannon. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. I like hole in one.
A hole in one. Okay. Nobody picked the camel. Interesting. Steve, what's going on with your background tonight?
So I sent out the call to the Melindas, and some of them responded. I'm very appreciative. I haven't gotten back to everybody, but this week we are the sellout is being sponsored by Save Alf Rebney from Thomas Crown, who right now is screening VCR Party on a huge wall in St. Louis right now. So I hope
Oh,
everyone
hey,
is
Thomas.
enjoying it. And Thomas, thank you for this wonderful background. And I do believe we should be saving Alf Rebney.
I agree with that, and I love the picture of Alf Rebney, the shadow of the cell phone there. I think it just looks professional.
Yeah.
I
it's
just
somebody
like the
with
amount of time they took to draw Alf Rebney.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was someone
Yeah.
who really had passion.
And that's something that Alf Rebney always says is Alf Rebney.
Yeah, he would say his name. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you to Thomas, and I hope everyone's enjoying it projected on the side of a building in St. Louis. All right. Should we get into just a quick update. We did our first live show since we got back from the UK in March and started kind of quarantining. And it was at a drive-in in Pennsylvania, and it was really fun. So
It was super fun.
yeah.
Like it was weird because like we're out in the middle of a field and there's a camera on us, and they would throw to the camera, and then we'd be up on this enormous screen, probably the biggest screen we've ever played.
Yeah.
And but just to have human interaction, I mean, as much as you can get, because people were in their cars and you could kind of hear them chuckling in their cars, so that
Yeah.
was cool.
Some people kind of stood out of the car, so we could hear some laughs there. And yeah, it was just good to get out again. I think my friend Laura came from Cleveland, and she shared some photos or took some photos of the night. So let me show some of those. This is at dusk, as I took this one as we were setting up, but it's really cool. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere and in a field, and then there's planes taking off and landing the whole time we were there.
And there's like a cow field right next to it. Is that what they're called, cow fields? And you would hear
Pasture?
mooing, and you'd smell manure the entire time. It was awesome.
Yeah, and then it got to be dark, and here's what you're talking about, where we're being projected on the screen while talking, and yeah, that's kind of I think a time-lapse photo of what the sky was. Perfect night. So we're talking about maybe doing a drive-in tour next summer, because if they're like this, I think that'd be a cool thing to do.
It was so cool, and to actually like talk to Melinda's afterwards, and like, Corey gave us this Eye on the Psychic into the New Age.
Did you watch that one yet?
And I watched a little bit today, and it's a good one.
Ooh.
One of the hosts' name is Rock Kenyon. You see that in there? Rock
Great
Kenyon.
name.
Yeah. It is good. I'll show some next week.
All right, so thanks for coming out, and stay tuned for next year. How about This Week in Flying Windows? We haven't done one of those for a while.
Let's do it.
Timothy sent me this one, and this is a playful Flying Windows. I'll show it. It's called Dance of the Pan Flutes.
Oh,
Flipped.
it did a little.
Not flying. Not flying.
There we go. That one took me by surprise.
Exactly. Buckle up. Coming right at us. Interesting choice there. And there's some flying windows for you this
You know
week.
what else I liked about those flying windows were the borders. They were different colors, and
Yep.
The thickness was a nice thickness.
And it was kind of hard to predict where they were going to come from and when they would happen, too.
That bottom left one that went across, like that totally threw me off.
Yeah, I saw Steve going like this. Huh? He couldn't believe it.
All those people in St. Louis watching this on the big screen are just like, holy shit.
Yeah. They're kind of like, do we have to pay to get in, or is this kind of a free thing? Or how about, it's October. It's Halloween, and that means it's time for the second annual Found Footage Festival VCR Party Costume Contest. Remember the costumes we got in last year?
Yes, very ambitious. They were incredible.
And just to recap, here's some photos of the people. And the rules are just dress as your favorite Found Footage Festival VCR Party character. So this is the first one we got. Jennifer from McSee.
So good.
Started it all. Then
who won? Did she win?
No, I think it was the. This is Doral Silverthorne. I believe this is Ross.
Yeah, it's right. Not only that, but the posture is perfect. The posture is dead on.
With the bike in the background.
Yeah.
This is Ginny as a BB Bunny and the owner. Play like he played yesterday.
Same exact glasses.
Yep. This is Judah as the mole killer.
Yeah. Sweet
Keep
success.
in mind, nobody should be going out to Halloween parties this year. So here's a reason to dress up for our contest, because you can win some prizes. Here's Jen and Nick as the fabulous ones.
Oh, excellent.
We got Jeffrey as Dark Lord Blood.
I showed that to Dark Lord Blood, and he was blown away by it.
Yeah, he's even got the UPC symbol on his fingers. We've got Harvey Sid Fisher as Gemini.
Yes.
Believe this one. This was Scott and Megan as Miss ATV.
Wow.
And
that's
the,
incredible. Like
robot.
Man,
yeah. And then Sam is Tape Boy, which I mean, this is above and beyond.
Were those real human teeth on the Tape Boy?
It looks like it. Yeah, I'll have to ask Sam. But I mean, pretty high bar.
Yeah. Yeah, they did great. So we're gonna do a Halloween Zoom show, right? Or we talked about it over email. We're gonna do it, right?
Yeah. I think we'll do it. We'll do it like we did with Computer Beach Party with the Big Bad webinar.
Yeah. We'll put together all of our scariest clips and most spooktacular clips, and we'll show those for a night, like maybe like the night before Halloween or something.
Yeah, we'll promote it next week and have more details about it.
Then we can reveal the winners on that thing.
That would be a great incentive. So. Basically, info at Found Footage Fest. Send us your costumes, and we've got a huge surprise package. It's got all of our Found Footage DVDs will be in there, and some signed posters, and our book, which is out of print. So I have one copy to give away to the lucky winners. So, thanks. Join and dress up as a Found Footage Festival character.
I think people should dress up as Alf Rebney, personally. So that they save him. So that they save Alf Rebney.
Right.
Steve, how's it going so far? Steve, are you saving Alf Rebney?
I feel like we're doing a lot to save. Yeah? I don't think anyone knows. I think a lot of people don't know what Alf Rebney is. So maybe we should have explained that.
I barely know what Alf Rebney is.
We had an Alf art contest to draw Alf as your favorite Found Footage character, and Joe, as various aliases, sent in phoned in drawings. And
did you include that Alf Rebney in the contest?
I showed it. Yeah.
Yeah, you showed it. But did you include it in when you pulled the names out of the hat?
And Alf Rebney did not win. So
I bet it did. I bet you pulled it out and you're like, no, I'm not good, because you didn't do it live.
I did. I had the random number generator. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
No,
but Steve's raising awareness. Ooh, a flub. And that's you can't save without awareness.
That's
so
true.
You're doing
Alf's
work.
I don't want to take the credit. I want to give all the credit to Thomas Crone. It's his idea, and I'm just doing what I can to help.
You're doing God's work. Hey, let's show each other our raviolis, Nick.
I don't like it when you put it that way, but all right.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
What do you think? You want to go first? Are you excited about yours today?
Yeah, I've got one that I think it's always good to revisit Uncle Moishi. Uncle Moishi has a song called Kosher, Kosher, Kosher that we featured in, I believe it was called Songs That'll Be Stuck in Your Head Forever. And there's some Jewish holidays going on that I'm less familiar with. There's one called Sukkot Torah happening.
That's a deep cut.
I believe on the 9th. Yeah, but it's part of like the Rosh Hashanah, post-Rosh Hashanah celebration. And apparently it's where if you're like a grown person, you dance around with Torahs. And if you're kids, you dance around with flags. And that's one thing I've always appreciated about Jewish holidays and celebrations is grown men dance together in them. Like I went to a bris and had to hold hands with strangers and dance around during a circumcision. And yeah, I wasn't comfortable, but I
was going to say, you appreciate it. It seems like something that you wouldn't enjoy.
Well, I appreciate it just because it's something I just am so uncomfortable doing that I'm like, wow, they're just okay with it. But here's a song about Sukkot Torah. I'm probably saying it wrong, but I'll let Uncle Moishi take it away.
Our fathers dance with a Torah, and us boys and girls, we dance with a flag.
With a flag?
That's right, sure.
Oh, if I only had a flag, then
Sure.
I could dance too.
Boys and girls, let's sing the Torah song. Get our clapping hands ready, and here we go. Torah, 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 Torah.
Better music than Christian songs.
Torah, 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 Tzivalanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tzivalanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tzivalanu Moshe. Marasha Kehilat, Marasha Kehilat. Marasha Kehilat, Torah Tzivalanu Moshe, Marasha Kehilat Yaakov, Marasha Kehilat Yaakov, Marasha Kehilat Yaakov, Torah Tzivalanu Moshe.
Oh, give yourselves a great big Simchas Torah clap.
That's wonderful. Sure. Great.
Thank you, Steve, for giving yourself a big Sukkot Torah clap.
I
Yeah,
think
so that's
he's like the
Uncle Moishi.
Mr. Rogers of Hasidic. Is he Hasidic?
No.
I don't know.
But
Orthodox? I don't know.
yeah, but no, he's still around. He has a YouTube channel and he's still doing songs, and so check him out.
Oh, cool. So we might
Uncle
get flagged
Moishi.
for that one, huh?
No, because we're gonna put his website in the comments below.
There we go. All right. So Bob sent me an Otis that I'd never heard before. So Otis is this guy who we declared to be the greatest jingle writer of all time. The very first one we ever stumbled across was Dr. Tammy Bailey, Dentistry. Then we found Springer Mountain Chicken, which won the toe tapping tournament last summer. And just Otis is the best. And there's a new song that Bob sent me, and it's really good. And Nick, I picked it. I decided to play it because I thought you would appreciate it.
Are you
too.
sure it's an Otis? How do we know?
Because it's on Otis's website.
It's on his website. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's classic Otis style. It's like he does a song the entire time. It's not just a jingle. Like the whole commercial is a song.
Okay.
I can't imagine anybody enjoying that. You know what I mean? Like, why would anybody be like, oh, I really want to, I really want to hear this entire song, or like, who would like it?
I have to hear the song, but
okay. All right, here's the brand new Otis.
Great taste is just the beginning with Dearborn Grand. Another beautiful day in our hometown. Friends and neighbors gathered around. Great taste is just the beginning wonderful meals, all is fine. Served up beautifully every time.
Bacon and oranges.
Great taste is just the beginning with Dearborn brand.
Okay, I want to unpack some things here. What do you think?
Michigan's best. Well, it's very much like Springer Mountain.
It is.
In fact, the commercial is shot like it, you know?
In fact, I think like that table there was used in Springer Mountain Chicken.
Was the first table a cracker? Did you?
Was the first table a cracker?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that? I thought that was supposed to be like a food. Like they're actually eating on top of.
Oh, they're eating on a piece of bread. Or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. Otis was like, and then they'll be eating on a cracker.
Okay.
And then they're like,
mad.
Okay, so I want to unpack a few other things. Like, look at the way they're cutting the meat here. Like, look at the. Why are they cutting the meat that way?
Cutting into it.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know enough about carving, but it seems odd. It's a
Doesn't
big
it
piece.
seem weird? Steve, you've cut meat before, right?
Yes, I have.
Is that how you cut meat?
That wouldn't be how I would cut it, no. But I mean, I guess you do have like maybe you're just gonna cut around the bone, get rid of the bone.
The thing I wanted to point out was that the mascot for Dearborn Brands is like a Mario type, like, "Hi, it's me."
Yeah. We'll get to that. Hold on, we got more.
Curious.
Wait till for that. Now look at okay. So she's serving the bacon with oranges. Remember when she said bacon with oranges? Look at what's on the TV screen. It's
Cutting
that
the
meat
ham.
being sawed in that. Yeah, it's the ham being sawed in that weird way. Do you see that?
Wow. Yeah.
And then she delivers.
They're
the
watching
bacon
the very
oranges.
commercial that we're watching
Yeah, I know
a
exactly.
few seconds earlier.
And then she delivers the bacon and oranges.
I was gonna say, how often do you have oranges with your bacon? Sliced
Maybe
oranges.
in a hotel, but that's about it.
Well, I bet for like commercials, like showing bacon, it just always looks like shit, right? Like bacon always looks. It's hard to make bacon look pretty, and I think they did a decent job. Then this one here, I bet this isn't an actual grandfather and grandson. I bet that these are two strangers.
Yeah.
And this poor kid had to feed an old man some beef jerky.
I thought this was an outtake from you, yourself, and your Johnson.
If this is somebody's first episode of the show, they will be so lost.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So yeah, then there's Dearborn, the logo.
Yeah, he's like a funny. I would just do like a funnier ad than this one, which is just like a ballad about Dearborn brands.
I know, but what I don't get is like who's gonna like that? Who's gonna be like, oh, that was a really nice song. I'm gonna check out their sausages.
The same people who want oranges with their bacon, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a good Otis, though. That is a deep cut. I don't know how we missed that one, but thanks to Bob for sending us that. This is one that comes from Tom at tcmedia.com. He's the Twin Cities. He's been archiving old, mostly news footage from the early 80s, some in the late 70s from Minnesota. He's got a website, which you'll see on this clip. But the Minnesota State Fair couldn't happen this year for obvious reasons. So he sent this, I think it was just a couple weeks ago. He sent this as, I don't know, I guess this is an event they did in 1986 at a Minnesota State Fair. They taped a news segment and had a talk show about Satanism in heavy metal music and in cartoons.
Oh, man.
There's somebody I think you'll recognize from this as well.
Is Prince in it?
Five at the fair. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Twin Cities Live from the Minnesota State Fair. I'm Bob Bruce. We've got a great crowd gathered here today on the fairgrounds, and we've got a very interesting subject. The little fellow that I've got in my hand here, most of you would recognize him as E.T. Today, we have really a couple of subjects, but the same theme. One is, does a little fellow like this have satanic effects on your child?
There are a number of occultic images portrayed in E.T.
Phil
and
Phillips.
probably the thing that I most
he from
hold
Minnesota?
against it, I can't say on television, so I'm sorry.
Well, why can't you say it on television?
Because it was quoted to me by the co-writer of E.T.
Oh, well, what is, I mean, can you, in a roundabout way, say something? I mean, what is it? Is it your sexual innuendo, or what are you talking about here?
Yes, he talked about weaving in visual subliminals into the movie itself.
Masters of the Universe, Smurfs, E.T. Do you have those kind of toys?
Masters of the Universe, yeah.
Are you afraid that Masters of the Universe is going to have bad effects on your children?
I don't know. I'm not crazy about it.
Then why did you buy it for your children?
Because they want it. I don't know.
Bad mom.
The word Beelzebub has been used numerous times on the shows The Smurfs, and in one show, Gargamel drew a pentagram, a 5-pointed occult.
The audience cutaways, like, what are they doing? They're supposed to be enjoying the fair and fried foods, and they're sitting here.
Why don't they have a juggler up there?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like,
this is what they're doing to entertain people, and it's packed.
I don't know.
The word Beelzebub has been used numerous times on the shows The Smurfs, and in one show, Gargamel drew a pentagram, a 5-pointed occultic star, lit candles at each point, which is an actual witchcraft practice, danced inside the pentagram, chanting a magical spell, at which point a book opened up across the room, a spiritual entity left the book, entered his physical body, giving him power to levitate and do battle against the Smurfs.
You're soaking this all in,
You guys should have
I'm
this
trying to
guy on
understand.
Saturday morning cartoons.
Did you hear the gasp from the audience?
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh my God.
I can't believe Gargamel would do that.
Yeah. Yeah, they looked really aghast at this.
Yeah.
We could have him on. He wrote a book called like Danger in the Toy Box or something like that we have, and he made a living for a little bit in the 80s writing these scare books.
And give him power to levitate and do battle against the Smurfs.
You're soaking this all in, and I'm trying to understand it myself. How do you feel about this?
I really can't tell you. I really don't know.
That's the most Minnesotan answer.
They're all so Minnesotan. Well, we bought it. We bought Masters of the Universe, but I don't know why. Yeah, and by the way, there's more to come. There's so much good stuff in the heavy metal segment that I'm going to show that next week. And there's a guy from a band called Annihilator, I think it's called, that is the one lone voice of reason in it against 3 religious guys. So it's pretty incredible.
All right. I'm gonna, for my final ravioli here, I'm gonna play. I think I played this last year, maybe the year before. It's this movie that a friend found at a public access studio in Minnesota, actually, called Dark Currents, and I've watched it hundreds of times, and I want the world to know about this movie. So what I decided to do, I decided to put this into installments for all of October. Each week I'm going to do it's like a serial thing. So like tonight will be part 1, and and we'll maybe do like 4 parts or something like that. But Nick, you've seen Dark Currents before,
yeah, but
right?
I've never seen like the whole tape. I've just seen little excerpts from it that I think you would show me.
Yeah, but like there's so many lines. I'm going to show you the beginning, and they actually like just use the Twin Peaks soundtrack. So I don't know how we're going to get around that for YouTube, but we'll see. All right, so here's part 1 of Dark Currents, the most quotable movie. I quote it to this day constantly. All right, this is exactly how it starts.
Speaking of accents, there are a bunch in here.
Oh yeah, it's all Maine accents.
From Maine, right?
Homemade movie. This is all Twin
I
Peaks.
like the ambition of it.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can't fault the guy for making an entire movie. I mean, that's not easy to make an entire movie, and he has a huge cast here. So I don't want to shit on his movie, but it was his first movie, and it's funny, and there's a lot of great lines.
Yes.
Take that, water. I think that was him as a kid.
Jesus Christ! What's that now? You know what happens to bad little boys who use naughty words?
That's another very quotable. Watch that now. You know what happens to bad little boys who use naughty words.
He's in jail here, right?
He's at a mental institution.
Okay.
Yeah. Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ! What's that now? You know what happens to bad little boys who use naughty words?
That was a shirt tug.
It was.
Huh. A water feature with the thing.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
We're getting flagged.
Here's your breakfast. Smells pretty good. Sorry, buddy. Plate shortage. You understand, don't you?
Sorry, buddy. Plate shortage. You understand, don't you? Okay.
Kristen! Kristen! Kristen, where the hell are you?
Maine.
No. No.
No.
No!
What? Why'd you scream?
I love that line. What? Why'd you scream?
A dream. I had a dream. It was a nightmare, and I was so scared.
Enough, Kristen, enough. Get up and get packed.
Why? Where are we going?
We have to leave. Things didn't go so good tonight. I had some trouble.
My God. Mark, you're covered with blood.
Don't worry. It's not mine.
Oh, where are we going?
Someplace.
Yeah.
So that's the end of part one. That's the end of part one.
Looking forward to part. Oh, it's going to be a hell of a month. We got more Dark Currents coming up.
Well, I wonder if we want to watch it for an EP mode. You know, for
Yes, we should.
Yeah, it's like 40 minutes long. It's a
Okay.
little long, but it's so good.
Yeah.
It'd be worth watching.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good. Yeah, I would sign up for the $10 Patreon for that.
Yeah, when I worked at that video duplication house in Minneapolis, my buddy and I, Jeff, who helped us start Found Footage, he and I watched that so many times, and we quoted it constantly, and then we actually tracked them down and we found part 2 to Dark Currents, and I have no idea where that is. I think that maybe Jeff has it. Maybe we should have Jeff come on.
Yeah. For that EP, for sure.
Yeah, for that
'Cause
EP.
You guys would quote it, and I just was completely out of the loop on that. And so I'd look forward to seeing the whole thing, too.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, we showed us your raviolis.
Shows your raviolis, shows your raviolis, shows your raviolis.
I realized I said we showed us your raviolis, which doesn't really make... It's kind of like I still know what you did last summer. It's like one of those things that didn't really make sense when I said it.
No, I thought you nailed it, personally.
Maybe I can do better with my throw to how to watch cyber videos on the internet.
Who wants to go first? George, you want to go first?
Sure. This is a segment of a safety video from 1988 called the Official Kids Safety Quiz Game Show. And I'm just going to show part of the intro. And there's a lot to take in, but there's one still in particular that I'm going to show at the end of it. And maybe just look for something weird.
But wait a second. Is this like a VHS tape that was uploaded to? Okay.
Yes.
All right. And kids would watch this to learn how to be safe.
In theory.
Good morning, children.
Good morning.
I've been asked to teach you something about safety. Now, how many of you think that learning about safety is fun? That's what I thought.
You don't really believe that, do you, Mr. Lowry?
Yeah, safety is so boring.
Well, maybe it was before, but not anymore.
Right, I'm so sure.
No, I'm serious. And it's all thanks to you, Tubi. U-2-B, which means this. He's an unidentified, thinking, watchful, orbital brain. And this alien safety guardian might look something like this.
I mean, he lost me already.
Oh.
Do you see? Are you with me? He's this energy source from somewhere in the universe, and he travels throughout the solar system looking out for everybody. There. Well, what do you think?
Hi, kids. What's new?
It's Tom Jacobson's plasma ball.
Come on, cat got your tongue.
You're YouTubing.
The very one at your service.
But how could you be real?
Hold on to your hats. Here we go.
So it's just a setup for this
flying
game
cubes.
show.
A flying cube.
Flying window, traditional. I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the official Kids Safety Quiz.
Thanks, Jerry, and and welcome to the official Kids Safety Quiz.
It's like the Yummy Awards robot.
So there's something about that diagram he drew that is just shocking to me.
I don't see it. What do you?
No, I must be hallucinating. Anyhow,
Yeah.
it's a real boring tape, but that I found the intro and the attempt to create a mascot real sad.
I wonder if we have that one on the shelf, Nick.
Probably.
We
Yeah.
probably do. We don't really I don't know. We do a kids montage every so often, but they're just.
It's a pretty neglected part of the.
It really is.
I'm never excited to go through those.
No, neither am I.
Probably is on there. Yeah, we should watch more of them, I think.
But it has that boy who's in a lot of these movies. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm skeptical.
Yeah.
Oh, you've seen one kid's video. You've seen them all. Like they all just follow the pattern. Yeah.
Steve, what do you have for us today?
Well, it's that time where. Let me start again. So it is,
when the leaves are changing. Were you going to say when the leaves are
exactly? I don't know where I was going at all. Thanks for helping me out there. No, I got a video. Everything's been kind of pretty heavy. I got a quick hit that's just fun. So if anybody else had a week like mine,
what you had a bad week?
Just long and not great.
And then the monkey video. All right.
Yeah,
Quick
so it's
hit.
gonna be simple.
All for it.
All right, that's it. I'm gonna...
Cyber videos are all about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Monkeys love magicians.
Monkeys and magicians.
How has that been our first monkey video in the cyber video segment? I don't think we've had any other monkey videos.
Yeah, it seems like that would have been like day one.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just forgetting one. There's got to be.
Yeah, well, maybe. Nice work, Steve.
Yeah, that was a good one. Good quick hit. The one I'm going to show is something that, we've talked about how training videos are the hardest things to find, but they're also some of the most rewarding. And I remember very early on people saying, oh, there's this Chuck E. Cheese instructional video about how to be the costume Chucky. And you guys got to track that one down. So we put feelers out, tried to find it, and never did, but I found it online. It's qualifies as a cyber video, and it was made in the 90s. It has the two corporate managers are the Chuck E. Cheese instructor guys, and it's pretty great. So here's how to be Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese is the point of difference between Chucky and other restaurants. The memory of meeting Chucky survives long after a child has left the restaurant. This is why we place an emphasis on every guest sees Chuck E. Cheese.
Every store has a designated area for our costume character called the Chucky Room. It's important that you keep this area clean at all times. Brush the fur to keep it plush and spray the costume and shoes with Fresh Again deodorizer.
Yeah, that'll help.
Clean the face of Chucky and the shoes with cleaner.
Don't forget to drink plenty of water or juices, like fruit punch and pink lemonade.
Be sure to move in big motion while in the character. Normal movements may seem fine to you, but to the guest it looks slow and lifeless. Things we should not do while in the costume include pick up, chase, tickle, or bump into kids. Mess up a guest's hair. Approach a frightened child. Never let a guest see you without the full costume. This means leaving the Chucky room without his head, shirt, or hands. Remember, kids think that Chucky is real.
They're not very
Children
bright.
hitting or kicking Chucky. Think clearly, act quickly, and remain calm. Find a cast member walking by and stop them. Point to the kids that are hurting you, and they'll take care of the situation.
Now that you've been shown the magic to a great performance, practice and have fun. Together, we can make magic for our guests.
Character University, Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh man, Chuck E. Cheese can't exist anymore, right? I mean, like it's gone for a long time.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
even before a pandemic, I was scared to go in there with my niece and nephew. Just filth everywhere.
yeah, I
touching.
know. Well, you can rest assured that the person inside the Chucky costume was hopped up on pink lemonade. That was one of their suggested things was to keep from flagging, use pink lemonade.
I went to Chuck E. Cheese recently with my niece and nephew, and there was a really shitty Chuck E. Cheese there. Just was not putting in the effort. Just kind of stood there, was kind of shy.
That's what they said. If you do normal movements, you look slow and lifeless. I guess that's
yeah,
true.
he definitely looks slow and lifeless. All right, I got some IMGs to show. All right, I need an intro graphic for this for IMGs. It's long overdue. But anyway, IMGs are accidental uploads to YouTube. I highlight 3 of them each week, and these are my 3 favorites this week. These are pure poetry. These are like the art films, I think, of IMGs. Take a look. This first one, IMG 0817, it has 11 views, sent by Leanne. Sometimes people give titles, sometimes people ask a question. Leanne asked a question. She said, "Why on earth would you make a child do this?" So blowing the yolk out, or the innards of an egg out of a hole.
I've done that before, actually.
I remember doing that as a kid too.
Yeah.
But it's still gross.
Yeah,
I've never even seen this before. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I guess it's a thing.
You would hollow it out so you could keep.
So it was like a crafts project?
So you could decorate it, yeah. That's real gross.
I mean, I like eating eggs, but eggs just generally, the idea of them and just like that, they gross me out.
I'll never forget being on the subway and seeing a mother feed her son a wet, hard-boiled egg in a plastic bag, and then just watching this kid gnaw on it in a subway.
I've heard you tell that story about 15 times. It really affected you, didn't it?
I'll never forget it.
Here's IMG 1026, 187 views, which is unbelievable.
Wow, it's a record.
This had more views than our last week's show. Ian sent this one, and he called it "It's Been a Long Time." Now, I watched this the first time, and it didn't do anything for me. But then, and I skipped over it. But then, while I was putting this together, I was like, I kept thinking about it. And so, yeah, it's going to seem like nothing until I play it for the 5th time. Here's IMG 102.
Like seeing the ham on the TV with the bacon and the oranges.
Exactly.
Great.
Don't.
Okay, listen to everything, because it starts at a weird spot, ends at a weird spot.
I don't even remember at this point. It's been a long time.
There it is.
Okay.
One more time.
I don't even remember at this point. It's been a long time.
I think he's on the phone talking to somebody.
Could be.
While shooting the birds. Okay, here, one more time.
I don't even remember at this point. It's been a long time.
Since he last saw birds.
Oh wait, this is I wrote down the wrong number here. This is actually IMG 1847. 53 views. I'll eat some Batman cereal after the show. Ross sent this one, cat licking popsicle. It's classic, but look at this is art. Like Jim Jarmusch directed this.
Okay. Was John Lurie doing the soundtrack here?
And those are the IMGs for the week.
Wow, good batch. I like it. The more artistic this week.
Yeah, exactly. I went for an artistic theme.
Now everybody should know how to watch cyber videos on the internet. We have another birthday announcement quickly. Ginny, who I think was the one who was dressed as BB Bunny's owner.
That sounds right.
Yeah. So her birthday is October 9th, so the end of this week, and this is the closest VCR party for it. And she said, I was wondering if you could play a small bit of Tarot Trish, please.
Oh, Tarot Trish. Yeah, that's our buddy Dan gave us that video. It was a college talk show from Iowa City, from University of Iowa in Iowa City. And they decided to have a psychic on, and it was just the most awkward guest of all time. I pulled a deep cut clip of Tarot Trish that I don't think we've seen before. I don't think we've shown it before. So here it is. Here's Tarot Trish.
Here are my cards, and I'll have to use a small deck for the reading, but here are my cards, and
notice these are not the cards that you played drinking games with.
And
trying to relate to the college audience watching in the dorms.
They all have a different meaning then?
Yeah.
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 The full moon is in Aquarius this year, today, and I'm an Aquarian. I'm a 4-planet Aquarian. I wish I would have brought my logo painting, I forgot it, and I have Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus all in Aquarius, and I feel like that this is a good day for me.
Would you like to get to it?
Yeah.
I always love seeing more of Trish.
Who like is she a Kristen Wiig character? Like what character? Like who plays Trish? Tarot Trish.
Maybe Amy Sedaris.
Oh yeah, I could see Amy Sedaris. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kate McKinnon would do a good job too.
Oh yeah.
Maria Bamford.
Oh sure.
Yeah, they just need to see it. It'll be their next character.
Would we want to have Tarot Trish on the show? Because I know she has a Facebook page, but she hasn't updated it in like 3 years. If we could find her,
the last time she needed somebody to help her move a refrigerator, I think.
Yeah, and she also talked about needing a new oven because her old oven broke, so she was going to buy a new oven. But that was like 2017. It's been a while. So I don't know, George.
Can't hurt to reach out.
I'll call her.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we want to?
No.
Let's get into some nice things. Tonight's edition of Nice Things is brought to you by, this is pretty neat. I haven't seen a comic book like this before. Doc Tormentor, Jail Babe Surgeon. There's a series of comics that the back pages are all in 3D. They all come with 3D glasses.
Oh, I'm listening.
And there's like comic, you can see that there's like, I don't know how much I can show in here because there is nudity in these, by the way.
Oh.
I don't know why they reached out, but they're pretty cool. They basically shoot live action scenes with, this is Doc Tormentor there. And then they put little dialogue bubbles in there and tell like a funny story, but it's also got nudity in it. So it's kind of like watching a Scream Queen movie, but the comic version of that, Doc Tormentor. And you can find their stuff at the website below. It's shh3d.com. You can pick up the first 4 issues there. So
That
thanks for
sounds
sponsoring
cool.
Nice Things. It's definitely a nice thing.
I like that they reached out to you because they're like, oh, he's a sexual man.
They reached out to info at Found Footage Fest, and you can too.
Yeah. Hey, I want to start off. Nate from Grafton, Wisconsin. He sent us an email with pictures and a story, and then it followed up with a big box of VHS tapes. I'll show you the his photos here. So okay, so he sent the email. He said, my wife Jessica and I were on an evening walk. We discovered a dance school we always walked by was closed and being torn apart. We started digging through the giant industrial trash bin outside, and soon found a smaller trash can of VHS tapes inside. And he sent us that tape, and it's like all dance videos of like that take place in malls. Like most of them are from malls, or from the mall in Grafton, Wisconsin. And then I just picked out 3 of my favorites here. First of all is the Dance Academy 1991 from the M Mall. All right, so that's what you would expect. The next one is Alvin Ailey Funeral. So that's the next one. And then my third favorite is Married with Children.
That ended up in the dance dumpster too, huh?
Yep, a funeral, a dance in a mall, and Married with Children. So I mean,
Alvin Ailey is like a famous dance guy. So I wonder if they had some kind of
is he
service?
Oh, yeah.
There's like a New York studio by him, but like, why would they have a funeral?
Maybe it was like televised or something.
That's
possible. They did like a dance thing or something.
So those 2 make sense. Married with Children, I guess, was just I ended up with the rest of them.
I thought the Alvin Ailey was gonna be like home movie footage of some guy's funeral.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think it is now. But...
All right, let me show some great stuff that was sent in. I've got some in-person nice things, and then some other nice things. This first one, Jeff Morin, who's illustrated so many things for us on Twitter, did this. Incredible. This is Nolte Babies with Cone Pup, Lil Nolte, Compy, and Melinda. So for those who don't know, Elliot Glazer gave us, the reason why we say hello, Melinda, is because there's a 48 Hours news piece where Nick Nolte's wearing his pajamas. He blows into a computerized cup and passes out. You later see his dog wearing a cone, And then Melinda, you just almost barely see when he says, hello, Melinda. And he included them all. And this, I think it was because we were doing Saturday morning cartoons.
It's absolutely brilliant.
Amazing.
That's spot on, and like just like a student of VCR Party.
Yeah.
Just he knows all the deep cuts. He knows Cone Pup.
All the little references, the logos, just like Muppet Babies. Thank you, Jeff. I think it's Jeff Draws on Twitter. Bob Hedges sent me a cup from Chippy Clips. This is, I don't know where he found this, but this is a video I showed a couple weeks ago of a guy with a chimp puppet. There is a mug that, of course, our super fan Bob found, I don't know, on eBay and sent to me. So drink some pink lemonade out of that. This is amazing. Ted sent this. So I was like, oh, cool. It's like Montgomery Moose from the Get Along Gang or whatever. Take a look at the back of this. You see it?
Whoa.
Unbelievably cool.
That's right.
Holy
This
shit.
this is from the Moose Lodge training video. Unbelievably cool that we watched it in its entirety 5 times with John Glazer on an EP mode. The Moose Lodge made, I don't know, I assume this was an eBay purchase, but there's a unbelievably cool Moose Lodge moose stuffed animal.
Is that a biker moose?
He looks like he could be a biker. He's got.
Does he have green wings? I guess is my question.
Oh yeah, no, not on the back here. Yeah, he hasn't earned those. Great question. What, Joe?
I said he looks bad to the bone.
Oh yeah, he does look bad to the bone.
That's what I said.
What do you have?
So this one came in the mail the other day. All right, it's a tape labeled "This is Curse." Okay, and then that's on the other side.
I am listening.
And then you open it up, and then there's this, like the dictionary definition of anarchist is on there, and it came with a letter. I haven't watched the tape yet. I'm too scared to watch it. It said, I travel for work. I noticed the sheets were gross at the hotel I was staying at. I got new sheets from the car to put on the bed. When I moved the original gross sheets off the bed, this tape was under the sheets. I wiped the tape off with Clorox wipe, and I'm sending it to you. I'm a huge fan of your YouTube show. I don't have a VCR, so I'm super curious what is on this tape. Please do a video on this or let me know what's on it. Thanks.
Wow.
So, I just opened it up today. I didn't have enough time to actually pop it in. In fact, I was a little too scared to pop it in. So maybe I'll pop it in next week for the first time.
Just watch it live?
We'll watch it. We'll do it live. Maybe this could be, it could be Geraldo with Al Capone's vault. Who knows? But
yeah,
that'll be next week.
Or it could be like The Ring, where it actually is curse.
And everybody who watches it gets cursed.
It's possible. Tune in next week. We'll find out.
This is curse.
George, did you have anything? Oops, you're muted.
I'm good at Zoom. So there was Reese posted on Facebook, please show these on Nice Things and keep it a surprise. Quote, ever since Willie's Garage started, all I can think of is that Nick is just very jealous and wishes he was Benji Gregory, Brian Tanner. So to help him live his dream, I've edited some photos together so he can live out his dream of being the little boy in Alf.
I like where this is going.
So,
1 for 1. Oh.
Wait, that's not me, is it? Doesn't look like me, but maybe. Great.
And then that's the one.
Oh yeah, that's just the realism.
That's the episode that took place at a Red Robin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We haven't gotten to that one on Willie's Garage yet. Any other nice things tonight?
Yeah. I got one. Scott Owen sent 2 birthing simulators that he found on eBay, and man, they're expensive. But I don't know. Maybe we.
He didn't physically send the simulators.
I just sent the link to it. Take a look at this. This is look at that. $2,500.
That's what GoFundMe was made for, right here.
Working order, but not fully complete. Look at that, and then there's that.
That's how it arrives.
Nick, if you were on a desert island, if you're a deserted island,
yeah.
Do you think? Do you think you would eventually?
Eventually would simulate childbirth with this dummy? Yes, I would. I think curiosity would get the best of me.
Okay. Okay, and then here's some other parts, accessories that come with it.
Oh, okay, it's kind of like when like a GI Joe will come with like.
Got a bit of a Joan Rivers look.
It does kind of
Yes,
like.
it does. Yeah.
Then he said the second one too. Here's this one. This one's also $2,500. Probably the same company because they know like the model number and everything.
Yeah.
And so Deserted Island, Nick, like you're all by. It's like you're on year 5 of Deserted Island.
Yeah.
And this shows up.
Yeah. I would try to deliver a baby with this. Yep. It's an interesting hypothetical, and I would. Yep.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
but look at this one. This one's even more. Look at that. This is
Cool.
Scott Owens sending this. This isn't me, by the way. This isn't a filth corner. This is nature. So.
Uh-huh.
All right, and then the baby comes out. Like, look at that. This thing would be so awesome to actually have, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. You put it like
nature.
underneath a glass coffee table and just kind of have it sitting there. Wow.
Deserted Island, Nick. You and her. Year
Yep.
5.
She'd be like my Wilson.
And so then I was looking at these, and then eBay was like, "Hey, if you like these, you might like these too."
I'm a
And then
victim
this-
of that all the time. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then that's more from that one. Then this one came up. It's a multi-purpose male care simulator by Gamard, and look, they made it $69.
All right.
Did that as a joke?
I don't know.
His name's Zach. Shipping's $25. This is more purchasable. Like this is $100. We can
Yeah, that's
actually
not
get
bad
this.
for a yeah.
Yeah, and look
Is
at
it-
this.
Do they have it next to a penny or anything, so you know how big it is, or?
I don't
George,
know.
when's your birthday?
And then look at all the different testicles that come with it that you would attach onto it.
Isn't that a King Missile song, Detachable Testicles?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I have one more thing. I got a nice email from George. The subject line was Tedium Sherpa, and he said, "Melinda." It's distracting with this.
Is this George
long-
Passless who sent this
Yeah.
to you? Okay.
Yeah. George sent me this email. He said the subject line was Tedium Sherpa. Melinda, Matt Walsh asked me to send this to you, a pinball machine setup tape, cued to the posed handshake. And this is just such a homemade pinball machine, like how you set it up. I think he had like his nephew shoot this, whoever owns this pinball company.
Great.
But he queued it up to the awkward, to the posed handshake. And I think the nice thing here is George's email to me saying, "Hey, Matt wanted you to see this.
Okay.
It's tedious." Here it is.
Well, I want to thank you for helping me today, but before we go, I would like to introduce Linda Schooley, our parts sales manager.
Cool reveal.
Watch.
Hi, Renata. It's very nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you, Linda.
One
Just
more time.
Renata and Linda meeting each other.
One more time. You think that was the first time they met each other right there?
Manager.
Hi, Renata. It's very nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you,
I
Linda.
bet he was behind the camera going like this. Like,
and shake.
Okay, I'm gonna start in on the game show, and then we're gonna zoom out. So here, just ready?
All right, those are nice things.
So we have a new corner suggested to us by its sponsor. This math corner is sponsored by Stitz Ziegler Pre-Calc Textbook. Maybe you or a family member are taking or planning to take pre-calc. They have the online textbook to help you, and the URL is somewhere around here. Or maybe you want to secretly strip down and dip your toes back into the warm, soothing waters of mathematics when no one is looking. Well, I recommend this book. So let's see. I believe we have a Math Corner intro. Okay, but I want a different name than Math Corner because it's not precise enough. So here we go. The mathematical locus of triplanar orthogonality.
Much more precise.
Now you're speaking my language.
Okay, and so here's a video to help kids with I guess it's the British equivalent of the SATs.
There's a feeling of standing at the bottom of a massive mountain. A huge, overwhelming obstacle in your path. Seems a bit familiar.
It's just impossible. There's so much to learn. I've got so many books to revise from. I just don't know where to start.
How do they expect us to cope?
I just feel like running away.
Your task seems so enormous, you can't see how you can overcome it. So how do you tackle it? One step at a time. By planning out your route and knowing what you will be doing at every point on the way. Even if your goal isn't in sight, you know you're getting there.
I like his shirt.
Okay,
I did too.
All right. Finally some math. Okay.
High collar.
On this topic of numbers, where do you want to start?
Percentages. We do it every year at school. Why is it so important?
It's a significant part of everyday life. Machines, that's calculators, computers, they can do the long calculations, but we still need to know what to do and when.
Okay, we've got some very interesting information on percentages.
Where are they?
Let's take a look.
If VAT is charged at 15%, then an article priced at £60 in a wholesale market will cost a customer £60 plus VAT at 15%.
Tax.
Which is £60 plus 15% of £60. That is the same as £60 plus 15 over 100
Which
times
is?
£60, which equals
let's say
£69.
Oh, nice. The price of the penis thing on eBay.
The same
Exactly.
price. Yep.
It all ties together.
It does.
That's math.
Before we close out the math rhombus or whatever it is, this is another nice thing that was sent in by my friend Phil. Subtraction Rap CD. And guess what? We've got the video version of this. So maybe on a future math segment, these will be monthly thanks to the textbook, which, by the way, the textbook now includes VCR party references. Like
no way.
The story problems reference George. They reference different corners.
No, but these textbooks, do they just do this as a hobby just for themselves? Or do they actually do students actually look at these?
Students use them. They're open source. And yeah, so they've got several different versions, including the new VCR party version. So
we got to find some of those VCR party story problems.
I know. Well, we can show them on a future. I'm just going to still say corner, George. If that's
all right, fine.
Yeah.
All right, that's Math Corner. What's coming up this week? We've got tomorrow night a new episode of Willie's Garage, the Alf fan show, and we got a review saying, actually, this was a comment saying it's hard to believe this show is real, and that's about the highest praise I could want for.
Yeah. Hey, George, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure.
Just you and I, just personally, just one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing with this?
I'm taking it week by week.
So you're gonna watch every single episode for this?
Well, there is an out. Nick said that the show goes until Alf actually appears on the show. So fingers crossed next week. We'll see.
Wait, the show goes on until Alf appears on the show?
Yeah, until the puppet, unless it's an actual real alien, Paul Fusco appears on the show. That's
what are you guys talking about?
But so George, the conceit of the show is that you've never seen an episode of it, and you're the co-host of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But have you gone mad yet, or do you like the show, or is it a terrible show? Like what?
I feel like I'm supporting my friend Nick in his journey.
Thank you,
You
George.
don't have to do that. You don't have to support Nick.
Hey, who else is going to get the dirt for you on what kind of dog Benji Gregory has? You're going to find out tomorrow night on Willie's Garage.
You don't have to run, George. Run right now. Get up and just run.
Saturday morning cartoons. We got Caitlin McGurk by popular request from the Cartoon Library in Columbus, Ohio is coming back. We're watching Rambo: The Force of Freedom on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm stoked for that one. Yeah.
Children's cartoon based on one of the most violent movies of the 80s.
And then what else we got? Oh, for EP, I want to do a Dreamstorm. That's somewhere around here. It's this pyramid scheme because I haven't watched The Vow yet, but I listened to the podcast, the Nexium, Inside Nexium or something like that. And it's about pyramid schemes. And we have tons of pyramid scheme VHS tapes. We're going to watch this one in its entirety. And it's just so mysterious. Dreamstorm.
We didn't know what it was until we popped it in. And yeah, it turns out it's something that was like a failed.
It's about making your dreams a reality.
Oh, that's what it is. Right. There's a lot of platitudes like that. Yeah.
And Nick, you've done that with the Alf show, right? With Alf's Garage.
Willie's Garage?
Willie's Garage. Yeah. You made your dream a reality.
I did, exactly, by watching Dreamstorm. So you guys can do that too if you join us on Patreon.
You guys can make your Alf show too.
You could. Nothing's standing in your way. So join us then. All right. Is that it for tonight?
That's it. Hey, Steve, did you save Alf Rebney?
I think we're almost there. We just need all the Melindas to get together and rally behind it. Save Alf Rebney.
Thank God. I was the big cliffhanger. I was hoping we'd get an answer by the end of the episode, and we got it.
I want to let people know that next week I will be unveiling my 21 sneeze salute. I've not forgotten about that. If you have a sneeze vid, send it in ASAP. I'll include it in the 21 sneeze salute. Who knows? Maybe we'll go over 21 sneezes, but we'll still call it a 21 sneeze salute because nobody's going to count it.
I can't wait. More closure.
Yep.
All right. Well, I want to end with this because I know that somebody asked. It was my mom who wanted to hear more of the song from Your Cat Wants a Massage, the video where she sings a song to her pet cat Champer Damper, and I knew there was more to it, and it turns out there was. Over the end credits, she sings the extended version of the Champer Damper song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never gotten that far.
Yep. So this is the end credits, and these will be our end credits tonight. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
These will be. Should we just
You
start
know-
over
you
from
know-
the beginning?
You know you have apologies to do for next week too, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it was in the
and
outline, but we
both
don't have
do.
time to do it. But you do have to brush your teeth with Ferrelax. That'll
All right.
also be next week too. So
All right, a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a fun show, Tanu, and we'll be right back right after that.
If we had been prepared, we could have done better.
My nose isn't full of yuck anymore.
This show contains dramatic negative imprecations, which will be terribly upsetting.
Bye for now.
Who's the best cat in the United States? It's you, Champer Damper. It's you. You're my cat and you're so good. You're the best cat in the neighborhood. You're my buddy. You're my friend. We'll be together till the very end. Champion and me.
When we return, Dr. Sellner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
My nose isn't for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing. We'll be right back right after that.
And Kurt Polstead, the real great guy.
The end.